Hey guys, how are you guys doing? It's been so long, so please forgive me if I'm a little rusty and I stumble a little bit, okay? I'm nervous, I don't know why. I missed you guys so much and I feel, well, I feel good. I'm not at 100% and we do have a little bit of a rocky road ahead of us, but I'm well enough to do this because I'm going stir crazy. I'm not one to just sit around. And I've been binge watching The Blacklist, which you can imagine is kind of getting in my head a little bit. Anyway, so I put out a notice to you guys letting you guys know that this week I just want to kind of ease in and have some fun, and I know I'm starting in the middle of the week, so I mean like for the next 7 days or so, or however long this takes. I just want to have some fun with this. So I love Quentin Tarantino, and I think that his movies have the best soundtracks, probably of any director that I've ever come across. And so, what I want to do is basically a week of Quentin Tarantino. I am picking basically two songs from his eight, I don't want to say official movies, but basically his more well-known blockbuster movies. I am well aware, guys, that he has other either movies that he has written and other directors have done, or they're just lesser known movies, movies that he's either produced or you know what I mean. And he's also collaborated on short films and TV series and stuff like that. I'm not getting into any of that stuff. I am just doing, I think it's nine movies now that he has done. So I'm going to do 2 songs per movie. But if you guys have favorite songs that I haven't done when we are on that movie, you guys throw it in the comments. I'm going to pick a lucky person, or I'm going to pick the song no, you know what? I'm going to pick the song that I get the most requests from for that movie, and I will add a third song for that movie. Okay? So, of course, one more thing of business, real quick. So, while I've been gone, and actually even before, there were 2 things that people were asking me to do. Well, 3 things. I will tell you the third, but 2 main things that people were asking me to do that I just finally I got around to doing it while I was sitting around. One of them was, please get a PayPal site. I want you guys to know, out of all the money which isn't much, that I made from YouTube, whether through super chats, whether it be through Patreon, whether it be through anything, I have never touched that money. It's still sitting there. I haven't even completely set up my stuff. And the Patreon, I haven't touched that. And by the way, I apologize for the people who are on Patreon right now because the site was never completed. That money that you guys have put in there basically paid for the Patreon site. There's a 0 balance in there. I haven't touched any of that money. And I have now shut off the payments on there. You guys have noticed that. But basically, they have said, get a PayPal because YouTube takes a huge chunk out of it. And it's about 30%, and you guys are right. So I have set up a PayPal. You will see it down in the description. And you guys know that any money or donations that you guys put in there goes towards supplementing the money that I have to pay out for the people that help me live. My home health care worker and the woman who comes in and helps me with my laundry, cleaning my house, because I can't do it myself. So you guys know where that money goes. It's not, when I finally start taking it, I haven't taken any of it, and there's not much of it. And the other thing was, please get a P.O. box or a mailing address, because people, I guess, want to send me things, have gotten things from me. I know one person in particular got me a cane or a walking stick because after my blogs, they are very concerned about my falling. Yes. So I also have gotten it doesn't look like a P.O. box because in the very small town that I live in, they actually have a mailing address. So there is a mailing address also down in the description for anyone who wants to send me cards, letters. If you do send me a card or letter, I promise I will personally write you back. You guys know that because I write you back in every single comment that you write me. So those 2 things are down there. The other thing is merch. I am getting to that. It's kind of a tricky thing with YouTube because you technically have to have 10,000 subscribers before you can put up a shop, a merch shop, officially on YouTube. So I'm looking at getting a separate URL shop with my merch. I already have the merch. I just have to figure out how to get it to you guys. So that takes care of all the housekeeping stuff. I love you. I miss you guys. Now let's get to the song. Of course, we are starting with Reservoir Dogs. Where else would we start? And we are doing Hooked on a Feeling by Blue Suede. And a lot of you are going to say, Reservoir Dogs? No. Because more recently, it's actually more famous for a different movie, which is Guardians of the Galaxy. But no, it was first popular some years earlier in Reservoir Dogs. So here we go. Hooked on a Feeling by Blue Suede from Reservoir Dogs. Let's get it. Hookah chaka, hookah, hookah, hookah chaka, hookah, hookah, hookah chaka, hookah, hookah, hookah chaka, hookah, hookah. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Lips as sweet as candy, its taste is on my mind. Girl, you got me thirsty for another cup of wine. Got a bug from you, girl, but I don't need no cure. I just stay a victim if I can for sure. All the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. All the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. I'm hooked on a feeling, and I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. I said I'm hooked on a feeling, and I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. You guys know I love to dance, and I love the old songs that make me dance. I hope you were dancing along with me and smiling. Perfect way for us to start off. And I love you guys. So I hope you guys will love me back. Anyway, you guys have a fabulous day. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're almost at 4,000, guys. It's been a long road, but we're getting there, right? So, as always, please take care of each other because no one else is going to. Ciao.